Uh, President Xi walked in the room and said, I think we can agree on the consensus reached in Malaysia. And so the two leaders were able to discuss more bigger picture ideas during the conversation, including what the remainder of President Trump's term would look like, because I think the Chinese realize that with President Trump in office, it is an opportunity to reset the relationship in terms of mutual respect. President Trump is commanding respect around the world like no other leader.
And that's Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent with me moments ago as he walked me through the details of a new agreement with China, saying that a trade deal could be signed as early as next week. He also talked to us about the impact of the government shutdown on the broader macro economy. Joining me now is Bank of America President of Business Banking, Sharon Miller. Sharon, good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. And, you know, one issue that I brought up with the Treasury Secretary was the fact that we have a dearth of data right now. We don't have any government data about the economy because the government is shut down. But you have a great vantage point at BofA to take a look at what the consumer is doing, and you have that access to those credit cards and debt stories. So what can you tell us about the broader economic story right now?
Well, I can tell you that we continue to see strength in the consumer and also across the business landscape. So, you do hear that, consumers are slowing down spending, or they are, in the surveys saying that there's, concerns about what's happening. But what we see in our data is strength. And actually, even into October, we've seen spending increase of 6% versus the same period last year. And so as we look at the data, as we see what consumers are actually doing, not just what they're telling us, we do see strength across the board. Now, you'll have certain cohorts that may be different with different income groups, but certainly, by and large, overall, we are seeing strength in the economy and in what consumers are doing.
Yeah, and you've got to look at the highest earners versus those people living paycheck to paycheck. And I spoke with Brian Moynihan, the chairman and CEO of Bank of America, earlier this week about this, where the discrepancies are. But BofA is also the largest lender to small business. And you've got data on small business profits as well, holding steady in September. But there were some signs of pressure emerging as hiring has slowed and credit balances are edging higher. What can you tell us about that? Because, Sharon, every day we get another major headline on jobs. Amazon is cutting tens of thousands of jobs. UPS is cutting tens of thousands of jobs. I believe Amazon cut 14,000 jobs. People were expecting it to be 30,000. But UPS also cut tens of thousands of jobs.
So, so as you said, the profits are holding steady into September. Our latest research report that we released on small businesses and mid-sized businesses. So we continue to see profits holding steady, which are increasing year over year, which is a good sign for the economy as well. You do mention the labor market, and there's layoffs in the broader economy. We do see that. And as you look at small business, their hiring has slowed a bit. But I would also say that there is a real concern with small business owners around quality of labor and their ability to find the right employees. And so as we've seen with our clients, there's, they're introducing artificial intelligence. Can they work more individually as they think about, okay, instead of hiring someone, maybe I can broaden this person, or I'll take on more hours as a business owner to really just push through what is happening in today's environment.
What are you hearing from small business regarding AI, Sharon? Because I know that there has to be plans being drawn up about the jobs that will no doubt go away as a result of AI efficiencies.
So, as far as AI, our small business and medium-sized business, we're talking to clients about that all the time. And, we are seeing more and more adoption of AI, whether that be for, tasks that may have been done through, what is happening on spreadsheets. How can I get the data and analyze it? How can I use different forms to summarize meetings? So different things that people would do, human beings were doing in the past, you can save some time and be more efficient by leveraging some of these artificial intelligence. And so we are hearing that from business owners. We see it across the corporate landscape. And we are continuing to, I think, get smarter as we are understanding how these can help businesses and provide efficiencies. So maybe they're not cutting back on employees, but they're able to get more and deliver more capacity so that they can drive revenues or reinvest in technologies.
All right, we will leave it there. Sharon, great stuff. Thanks very much. Sharon Miller joining us from Bank of America. We appreciate the data. We'll be right back.